What's up, everyone? Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. So this is the first Monday of April, and I thought we could do something very special, something I haven't really done before. So I thought, if it's April and I haven't done this before, then it might be time to actually try something new. So that's why I decided to do with this exact live. So what we're going to be doing in this live is we're going to be taking a chapter from my book and I'm going to break it down. So we're going to give you some tangible steps, really some actionable steps that you can take today. And I thought I'd start with one of my favorite ones. My biggest regret is actually not putting this chapter, and I believe this is chapter 8, more towards the beginning. One of the biggest problems I see with new marketers, with people getting started, and really the whole genesis behind marketing is that so many people, I kid you not, just so many people do not understand why they are marketing and the goals behind it. So let me actually grab this real quick because I think it's going to. And by the way, this is a little bit of a shameless plug. However, I feel confident with it because the book I have is 99 cents, and I purposely have not changed that since the launch of the book because I wanted a low barrier tool, primarily for the fact that so many people need to market and they know that they're marketers. There's a reason I titled the book "We're All Marketers." So when I start off with two quotes I put at the beginning of, so most chapters have a couple quotes in. I want to read two of them to you right now because it makes so much sense for this conversation. So the first one is, a dream becomes a goal when action is taken towards its achievement. And the next one is, all successful people have a goal. No one can get anywhere unless he knows where he wants to go and what he wants to be or do. So the reason this is so important is, at the very end of the day, if you don't know where you want to go, where the North Star is that you want to focus your marketing, it becomes very difficult to actually market into the real world. So let me explain. If I have a goal to sell rubber ducks, for instance, right? If I want to sell rubber ducks, there are thousands and thousands of other vendors selling rubber ducks. So I have to have an end goal with why I'm selling them, what I want my company to stand for. Are the ducks I have, sourced from reusable plastic? Is that important, to us? Is it because it's the cheapest? Is it because it has quality? Because XYZ, XYZ? All this is really important because that impacts where I want to go. So regardless if you're marketing for yourself, your personal brand, you're working for someone, whatever that is, at the end of the day, uh, you're going to have to figure out what is your North Star. What's the guiding principles that you're going to use to actually get to where you want to go. Once you have that, it becomes very easy to say, okay, we want to post this type of content. We need to write these blogs. We need to make these videos. And you can actually center yourself really quickly, because if you come up with an idea or make a post or do anything marketing related and it doesn't hit that North Star, then you know that it's not going to be valuable. The other benefit of having a North Star, frankly, is when you do get stuck and you have no idea what you want to do, you always have a guiding principle. So even if you're making I'm going to draw my notebook with this, but even if you want to go from, so if we are this little circle, right? Oh, you can't really see. We're the circle and we want to get to the X. We can't just go in a straight line. Like, we're not going to. Frankly, we're not going to go ever in a straight line. So there's going to be winding paths to the end that we want to do. And that's where your marketing comes or having that North Star comes so much into fruition, when you are able to actually break that down. So one of the stories I talk about in the book is by a fantastic marketer. Her name is Wendy Stevens. She is the guerrilla marketer. Wrote several books about guerrilla marketing, and actually wrote one with Jay Levinson. And when she talked about selling the outcome, I was just blown away, because frankly, so many people, I think, sell the features of their businesses, right? They sell, like I said, the fact that this is, the cheapest, or that this is a little bit more orange than the average one. They sell the features rather than selling the end product, the principle on why they do the things that they do. And frankly, that's what stood out the most to me. And like I said at the beginning of this live, the reason I regret having the end in mind, principle towards the middle, is frankly because when you do get started, you're going to have to navigate the field in some form or fashion and establish that beachhead. You're going to have to know that, I can't boil the whole ocean. I got to start with a little cup. And then I can, subsequently go up and up and up from there. So, with that being said, you have to have the end in mind. When you get started, you have to have a North Star. You have to know where you're going because and when I say this, I cannot emphasize enough how much it's going to help you because then the question of what platforms do I use becomes very easy because it's, if my end goal is to reach, moms and dads of toddlers, I'm gonna have to go find where moms and dads are. If they're not on this platform, then I'd be using this one. So it becomes a lot more easy. So I want to do a couple more of these. So we're gonna be testing these out going forward. We're gonna do like these 5, 6, 7 minute lives where I just talk about the principle in the book and tangible steps on how you can actually apply it. So throw the link in there. It's 99 cents if you want to check it out. If you want the audio or tech or the physical one, it's there too. Like I said, authors don't really make that much money, so I purposely marked it as cheap as I can. So we end it there. Have a fantastic day. If you have any more questions about this principle or anything else that I've talked about, please let me know. Otherwise, have a beautiful day. Enjoy the Monday and stay safe. Bye, guys. That didn't end. Try again.